What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are going to be checking out some amazing battles by an awesome member of the community, JAngles21. So shout out to him. Firstly, huge congratulations. If you guys do not know this battler, he hit #1 in the world on the global leaderboards with this team. That spicy team you guys see over there with Alolan, Ninetails, Rainy Castform, and Politoed. This battler reached #1 on the global leaderboards, which is amazing. So you guys are about to see some high skill play, what it takes to be #1 in the world, and how spicy this team is. It's a triple Weather Ball team with the recent update Weather Ball on Alolan, Ninetails, and Politoed. That duo has a lot of play, and Politoed is definitely deadly in this meta. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles. All right, moving into this first battle. I'm excited to see how this team performs. We have Alolan Ninetails versus Shadow Machamp. Okay, so what's great about the Ice Fairy typing here, we see a swap out as well into Hypno. We are going to see a Politoed now come in to this Hypno. This is actually pretty deadly because Thunder Punch will be doing super effective damage. But the great thing about Politoed is it can spam Weather Ball like no other. So we are likely just going to see Weather Balls flying out. So here, they almost have 3 Weather Balls already. Weather Ball is going to be doing neutral damage in this matchup, and quite a bit at that, especially since it's a Shadow Hypno. Yeah, it does about 20% right there, and he's got 2 more all ready to go. So hopefully he can win this switch advantage to realign Alolan Ninetails to Machamp, able to land it, and then another charge move coming through. This is actually going to be Thunder Punch. So I think, oh, he's going to let it go. Okay, so saving a shield for Alolan Ninetails, losing switch advantage, but can actually come in and farm quite a bit of energy here with Powder Snow. Again, Weather Ball spam is absolutely deadly. Let's see what is in the back. Shadow Machamp's actually going to come back into this matchup, which means the final Pokemon might be weak to Alolan Ninetails or take quite a bit of damage from these charge moves. We are going to see a shield right there. He's going to go ahead and build up some more energy and look to go for the Psyshock, which will do super effective damage. Shield now coming up to probably block the Cross Chop, which would still do quite a bit of neutral damage and take out the Alolan Ninetales, so we are going to see a Psyshock now come through. This will one-shot the Shadow Machamp if they decide not to shield, but they do. And oh man, can he get to the Weather Ball? He can. He's going for the Psyshock. Wow, able to sneak in that extra fast move right there. Able to get the Psyshock, so this is going to be taking out the Machamp. We are going to see a fast swap into Rainy Castform. It's going to be a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, which means this is going to be a good battle. So we got some Pew Pews and some Weather Balls coming through right here to close this game out. Rainy Castform is a pretty strong closer in this meta, considering we see a lot of Galarian Stunfisk, a lot of Bastiodons, a lot of Skarmories, a lot of Azumarill. Rainy Castform can handle those pretty well with Thunder and Weather Ball, so this is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Great first battle right there, and let's go ahead and move into the next one. Alright, getting into the second battle, we have Alolan Ninetales on the lead versus Swampert. Okay, somewhat of a tough matchup because of that fairy typing. Sludge Wave does super effective damage, right? So he can't really stay in this matchup, and he does decide to swap out now into Politoed. Gonna go ahead and load up on some energy, and do we see a shield here? We are gonna see a shield. Hopefully this is Sludge Wave. It is a Sludge Wave. That's a good shield right there. They've done a lot of neutral damage. We are gonna see a Shadow Hypno come in. So just like last matchup, but this time the Politoed is so far ahead on energy, we will likely see it win this matchup without having to shield potentially. Hopefully they can actually get some shields here from the opponent, because that's what they definitely need with a Weather Ball team. But let's see what happens. They do get a shield right there. That's huge. Can he get to a third one? Yes, he can, man. Politoed is so deadly. Earthquake as well as a legacy move. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. I personally used an Elite Charge TM to get one as well. It's so strong. So this battler showcases, it's going to be very strong on this team as well. So they do get 2 shields, which is actually pretty nice for the Alolan Ninetales to come in and farm. They have back-to-back Weather Balls right now. This Weather Ball, I don't think is going to be enough to take off the Hypno, but we'll have to see. Yeah, definitely not enough, but now it can farm down and overload on energy. We actually do see a swap into Rainy Castform into a Thunder Punch. So what is this hard read in the back? The Thunder Punch does do super effective damage, but they're going to be able to farm down. And they have loaded energy and a shield. We'll have to see what is in the back. It's going to... Oh, the Swampert's going to be coming back in. That means whatever's in the back may be weak to Rainy Castform. It could be a Galarian Stunfisk. Could be Bastiodon. Could be a Skarmory. We'll have to see. Swampert able to get to a charge move right here. Are they going to shield and try to farm down? They are going to shield. This is probably going to be a Hydro Cannon. No, it's going to be another Sludge Wave. That is huge. They can actually farm down right now. The Hydro Cannon will not do enough damage, and they cannot get to it in time. The final Pokemon is going to be the Skarmory right here. So they're going to be able to get to this Thunder in time. This Thunder will be doing super effective damage because of that flying typing on the Skarmory. And then they also have a Weather Ball on the Alolan, and there's the swap straight into the Weather Ball. This is how it's done, battlers. Once you throw off that charge move, swap right away into that other charge move to finish off this game. Very well played right there. Good battle. All right. Moving into the next one, we have Alolan Ninetails versus Altaria. Oh man, this is a hard win right here, and we see a swap into Meganium. You know, sometimes they just don't have a counter for Alolan Ninetails. That's going to be a good battle. Sometimes people don't bring counters to Alolan Ninetails. Alolan Ninetails, let's go ahead and move into the next battle. The Alolan Ninetails is meta. Okay, Bastion on the lead. This is tough. This is something you guys will see. We're going to see a swap out right away into Politoed, and here comes a Shadow Victory Bell. Oh man, this is a tough team. So they're going to go ahead and build up to a potential Blizzard and go for Weather Ball right here, hoping to get a shield, hoping to chunk health. So they do land, or get the shield right there, which is great. Able to get to the next Weather Ball as well. This should be able to chunk some health because we will likely not see a second shield. Yeah, no second shield, able to chunk some health right there, but things are not looking too good. There's still Rainy Cast Form, but if there's another grass in the back, this is not looking too good. They're going to have to shield. No, he's going to let this go. This Leaf Blade could do a lot of damage. It's going to be Leaf Tornado, actually, and lowers the attack. That is unfortunate right here for the Alolan Ninetales. A simultaneous KO. We are going to see the Rainy Cast Form come in with 2 shields, and there is going to be a Charm Alolan Ninetales in the back. So that is basically going to be a good battle right here. They're going to go ahead and throw these Weather Balls. We'll likely be seeing a shield here from the Alolan Ninetales to stop the damage. Yeah, and Charm is basically the win condition right here, and they're going to be able to get to another one. No, they're going to get to another one, but this isn't going to do enough damage. If this was a Fire Weather Ball, heck yeah, that would take out the Alolan Ninetales, but man, the neutral damage is not going to be enough. They're going to have to shield right here. And the only win con is if Bastion comes in, but even if Bastion came in right now, it would be able to fast move down Rainy Cast Form in time, so this Alolan Ninetales will be able to take it, and that's going to be a good battle. Tough one right there. Bastion leads definitely handle this team. All right. Moving into the next battle, we have Alolan Ninetales versus Alolan Ninetales. Mirror fight. Let's see what happens. Is it going to be Powder Snow or Charm? Charm on the opposite side. Powder Snow here for J Angles. And we are going to see the Psyshock now come through. This is the ideal move you want to be going for in the mirror match because the ice type Weather Balls will be resisted while the Psyshock does neutral damage. Now we see a swap out into Politoed. Goes ahead and throws Weather Ball on the charge move. This could be a Psyshock. It might get a shield. Yeah, they do decide to shield. And it is going to be the Psyshock, which is great shield right there. Going to go ahead and overload on energy, and they're not swapping out, which means whatever's in the back might be extremely weak to Politoed, so we'll have to see. Doesn't look like it's a mirror team, but they let the Alolan Ninetales go down. What is in the back? It's going to be a Swampert. Okay, so Weather Balls right here does neutral damage. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this Swampert to have to shield, so they'll likely get quite a bit of health and quite a few shields as well. They're already at 2.5, and they're about to get to a third as well, but Swampert, I think, is going to have to get to that Sludge Wave. Actually, no, Hydro Cannon, I think, might do enough from this range. Yeah, Hydro Cannon should do enough resisted damage to take out the Politoed. Is he going to let it go? He's going to go ahead and let it go. It is Hydro Cannon. Barely not enough. Able to get to the next Weather Ball. This is huge right here in this matchup. If the Swampert lets it go, that means they can come in and farm down. Yes, they can. So the Alolan Ninetales can come in and farm down, or Rainy Cast Form can come in and farm down. Yeah, Rainy Cast Form is going to come in, go ahead and farm down. Charge move now coming through. They're going to let it go. It's probably going to be the Hydro Cannon, and it is going to be which is resisted because of that water typing. We are going to see it. There's a Galarian Stunfisk in the back. Telling you, Rainy Cast Form sweeps up endgame against a lot of common teams that have Bastiodons, Galarian Stunfisk, Skarmories that are in the back. So this is really nice to see. They do get a shield right there as well. They still have their Alolan Ninetales. All they need to do is basically shield this potential Earthquake. If it is Earthquake, it's going to be a Rock Slide shield base, so this is definitely going to be close. They have to get off this Weather Ball for super effective damage, but this is definitely going to come down to the wire because the Galarian Stunfisk could potentially get to the Earthquake right here. We'll have to see. Oh, a sack swap into Alolan Ninetales. That is a great timely swap here by J Angles. And again, showcasing the fact that if you guys want to climb and be the best players in the world, your sack swaps need to be on point. What a great game right there. And let's go ahead and move into... I don't think he really needed to do that. He could have come in with the Alolan Ninetales and finish off, but hey, Flexing right there. All right, so we have Alolan Ninetails versus Cresselia. Really interesting matchup right here. Confusion Cresselia as well, which means charge moves aren't going to be coming out as quickly compared to a Psycho Cut Cresselia. So we'll have to see how much damage Weather Ball does. I've never actually seen this land against a Cresselia. Decent amount. Already at basically 70%, maybe 60% health right now, which is pretty good. Are they going to shield? They are going to shield. The Grass Knot right here would do neutral damage and just keep overloading on energy. But these Weather Balls are really going to start adding up. And I imagine Alolan Ninetails can win this matchup in the no shield. Or the two shield. Sorry, we are going to see a Sableye now swap in, so going to be throwing these back-to-back Weather Balls to chunk health. They really can't come into Politoed just yet. They definitely need to get some shields and health away. They did get the health, so now they can come into Politoed right here. Charge move now coming through. This could be return. Sableye was able to farm quite a bit of energy, and it is going to be returned. That does massive amount of neutral damage, but Politoed is the king of spamming charge moves, and these Weather Balls will do enough neutral damage to take out a Sableye, but will we see a shield? We do see a shield. Can he get to the next Weather Ball in time? Yes, he can. This should be enough damage to take out the Sableye or get a second shield, both of which is a great situation here for the Politoed. Gets the second shield. That is pretty good, but Sableye is going to be able to farm down. Now, Alolan Ninetails may bring in Rainy Cast Form. We'll have to see what he decides to do. Alolan Ninetails to Weather Ball? Yes, comes back in with the Weather Ball right here, knowing that he had it loaded. This should be enough damage to take out the Sableye, so able to keep a shield. We'll have to see what the final Pokemon is going to be. It's going to be a Scrafty, so we're going to be able to get to a Weather Ball right here. This is going to do a neutral damage in the matchup, and probably see a swap instantly into Rainy Cast Form. This is what's very important, battlers. Whenever your Pokemon gets that low and you throw that charge move, you need to swap out right away. Otherwise, the Scrafty can farm you down for energy, and you can't utilize that Alolan Ninetails as a safe swap later in the game, and you guys are seeing it showcased all the time here in these battles. Cresselia does sack swap in on the Weather Ball right here. I'm not sure how much health it has left. Okay, so they may be able to actually farm down right here. Can they farm down? No. Grass Knot coming through. They are going to have to shield this. Rainy Cast Form is their win condition right here. They have to land this Weather Ball against the Scrafty in the back. They're very close to the charge move. They cannot sack swap out. And they do get to the Weather Ball in time just as Scrafty was about to get to the foul play right there. And this is going to be a good battle. Very well played. So Rainy Cast Form cleaning up this last battle as well. All right, moving into the next one. We have Alolan Ninetails versus Scrafty on the lead. So a decent matchup right here. Counter Power-Up Punch doing neutral, foul play resisted because of that fairy typing. And Weather Balls as well will do neutral and very, very spammy and probably chunks the health here of Scrafty. So we'll have to see what happens here on the lead. Yeah, chunking health already basically at 50% health. No shield coming through. Again, does not have to worry about foul play, which is great. You only have to worry about multiple power-up punches, which means you only need to shield maybe the next one or two. You don't have to shield that first one because it does lower damage, right? Power-up punch increases your attack, which means the next power-up punch will be doing more damage. They do get a shield there as well, which is pretty nice. He's going to go ahead and let this next power-up punch come through. We may see a swap. We see, yep, there's a swap into the Politoed. This is what's great. Politoed gains energy so quickly that opponents coming into this fight are now so far behind on energy because of Mudshot and Weather Ball that in a 2-to-1 shield situation, it can win a lot of matchups to its counters. And Hypno definitely being one of those counters because of Confusion and Thunder Punch. So we're just going to see Weather Ball spam right here, which is great. We do see no shield. Can he get to another one? No. Charge move now coming through. Is he going to let this go? This is going to be interesting. He is going to shield. He wants to definitely take out this Hypno, load up on some more energy, almost at 2 Weather Balls again. So this might get the final shield from Hypno, or we're going to see it go down. We are going to see the Hypno go down. Scrafty may come back in to try to farm down for energy, but Politoed is almost out of the Weather Ball. We are going to see a Skarmory come in. Okay, so Rainy Cast Form looking pretty strong to close this end game out. They're definitely going to have to use their energy very well. Hopefully they can get to another Weather Ball in time. No, they cannot. Okay, is he going to come in with the Alolan Ninetails? I think he has a bit of energy. Rainy Cast Form as well could come in. They are going to bring in the Rainy Cast Form to start getting ahead on energy and saving some energy on that Alolan Ninetails. Now, is this going to be a Brave Bird? They are going to shield. It's just going to be a Sky Attack. So good shield bait there by the Skarmory. Definitely high-end play right here. And we see a Scrafty swap in. Are we going to see a sack swap? No, we're just going to see probably a straight foul play right here. But the win condition for Rainy Cast Form is to have multiple charge moves against this Skarmory. So they're going to have to commit to the farm down. We do see a sack swap now into Alolan Ninetails, which means the Scrafty is going to have to throw its energy. If this is another foul play, this might be pretty good. It's just going to be a power-up punch. Now it's going to be a race between counter. Oh man, Scrafty was able to take it out, which is not good for the Rainy Cast form. It has multiple charge moves. It has to get a Weather Ball Shield Bait right here. And hopefully, I didn't see how much health Skarmory had left, but I think it's within range for a Thunder. It is within range for a Thunder. Can it get to it in time? No, it loses to the CMP tie. So this is going to be that Sky Attack most likely. Yeah, going to be Sky Attack. And that was a great battle right there. Came down to the wire to the final charge move. All right. Moving into the next battle, we have Alolan Ninetails versus Gavantula on the lead. This is, again, pretty solid because they can spam Weather Balls for a lot of neutral damage, and they're going to be resisting Lunge, but they do have to worry about Discharge, right? It's going to do quite a bit of neutral damage. There may be Cross Poison. We could see a Cross Poison Gavantula, but I highly doubt it. So we are going to see that first shield on the Gavantula, and we are going to see a shield in kind here on the Alolan Ninetales. It is going to be Discharge, which is pretty good, blocking that damage, but they have so much energy right now, and Weather Ball is doing the normal damage because they didn't go for the Lunge for the attack debuff. They do get 2 shields as well, which is pretty nice, and Gavantula probably being the hardest counter to Politoed and Rainy Cast form. They definitely want to take it out here on the lead. This is going to be a race to this final charge move. Can they get it in time? We do see a sack swap right into Umbreon, rightfully so, that Gavantula is saving its energy right there. So this Alolan Ninetales is going to have to reload some energy so they can use a Weather Ball against Gavantula and probably swap out. Beautiful, man. This is absolute execution of battles right here, everyone. If you guys are wanting to get better, and this is what it takes, these kind of plays, seeing that, okay, Umbreon doing Snarl is going to be resisted damage. It's not going to do a lot, and they can safely come into Politoed to soak some of the energy. They have to have that Weather Ball ready for the Gavantula when it comes back in, because that is basically their only win condition now. So we are going to see Weather Balls being spammed right here against Umbreon. We may actually see 1 Weather Ball, 1 Earthquake, because it's going to do enough damage. No, it's going to go straight Weather Balls right here just to chip it low, and we'll probably see them come in and farm some energy, maybe on a Rainy Cast form, but we'll have to see. Or the Alolan Ninetales. All right, charge move now coming through. This is going to be the foul play. It's probably going to do enough damage to just take out the Politoed. Yeah, it is. And will we see the Rainy Cast form? Yeah, we are going to see it come in, loading up on energy, able to soak the damage from foul play right here. It's not going to do too much. They save the energy on the Alolan Ninetales, and they're going to be able to potentially get to a Weather Ball right here. We do see a swap into Galarian Stunfisk. That is so risky. This is actually going to come down to the wire because I think Gavantula might be able to win CMP tie against the Alolan Ninetales, so we'll have to see how this plays out. Are they going to sack swap? They're going to go ahead and go for another Weather Ball right here. The Umbreon saves some energy in the back, and there is still the Gavantula to be worried about, so it's all going to be about this swap right here, and we see the Weather Ball come in on Alolan Ninetales, and this is coming straight into that Gavantula because of the health that we saw right there, and that is going to take out the Gavantula, and then that Umbreon is going to go down, and that is going to be a good battle. Very, very, very solid fundamental gameplay right there. All right, Alolan Ninetales versus Shadow Torterra. What a spicy pick lead right here. Going to be taking double super effective from Powder Snow, and they are just staying in. They're going to force a shield right here with Weather Ball. It would obviously one-shot from this health. It might one-shot from full health. I'm not sure. They do take it out. Okay, just sacking it. Now we do see a Bastion come in, which means Politoed is going to sack swap, and Atropius is going to be in the back. So going with a double Razor Leaf team, but just in reverse style. So if they lose a lead, they just let it go, bring in Bastion and let Tropius sweep. But this Tropius right there, able to shield bait it with a potential Blizzard, right? That is what's key on Politoed. You don't just want to throw Weather Balls right away because your opponent will know it's not a Blizzard. So you have to build up a lot of energy in order to fake the Blizzard, because Blizzard will one-shot a Tropius, but they are able to get a shield and get quite a bit of health. So win condition right now is with this Alolan Ninetales taking out Tropius and the Rainy Cast form handling the Bastion in the back. So we are going to see a Leaf Blade shielded right there. This Alolan Ninetales has to throw this Weather Ball right away so they don't swap back into the Bastion, because switch clocks are coming back up. So hopefully this lands. It gets shielded, which means we may see a swap into Bastion. Here comes the Rainy Cast form, and this is basically going to be a good battle. That Alolan Ninetales can close out against the Tropius in the back, and the Rainy Cast form doesn't have to shield right here, but 2 Stone Edges will be able to take it out. As you guys see, that first one did quite a bit of damage. They need to do a lot of damage here with Weather Ball and Water Gun, and they're actually not attacking. This is a high-end play, and you guys may be wondering, why is this Bastion not attacking the Rainy Cast form? It's because they want Tropius to come in and farm down the health of this Rainy Castform for the energy. So they're going to go ahead and save it. They're going to stop right here. This is high-end gameplay, everyone. Their win con is for Tropius to farm this down for energy, but thankfully, Rainy Castform has access to Thunder, which does do neutral damage because of the grass flying typing, and they can actually go for a Weather Ball right here and take it out. So there was a potential win condition, but this Rainy Castform loaded up on energy, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. I think that might have been the last one. That was the last one right there. I think, yep, that is going to be the last one. And they powered up, and they were able to get to 3,279 rating. So huge congratulations, Jay Ingles, for hitting #1 in the world. I think about a week ago. This is a bit late. There's probably someone else #1 on the leaderboard, but this was from a week ago. So huge congratulations, man. This was a great team, a great showcase, and very strong gameplay. And this is what it takes to be #1 in the world, everyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.